recap for this weekend. First of all, there's a lot of positive things that we will talk about and challenges that we overcame. Results was not as what we expected, but that's not the only thing we're here for. This is that type of sport that you can expect anything with anyone, and this time it was us, where it wasn't the best weekend for us performance-wise, points-wise, the finish-wise, but we still put on the show and we had some great moments. So let's talk about it. Practice. In practice, we felt great right out of the box. The setup was perfect, and we had some great runs. Probably the most consistent driver out there with runs. Then we go for a qualifying run, and I don't know what got into my head. Wrong timing, clutch and shifting. I misshifted my third, lost the momentum. Finally got into third, and barely stayed up there above the white line to complete my scored run. Honestly, after my pass, I was like on the ratings, like, guys, get ready for another run, because I'll be probably in bottom 8. That's how bad I thought my run was. Then looking at the video, it wasn't that bad, and we got like 78, put us in 11th place, right? So that's that. The next day we had a little bit of practice. It was raining, and when we had a top 32 battle, our competitor had an engine failure, so we had a bye run. In the bye run, we put on a show, dragged the bumper on the wall all the way around. And after the finish line, went a little extra, and glad I did. We broke the shaft. That was my carbon fiber trophy for the bye run in top 32, if you would look at it that way. So we got obviously best title sponsor, Drift HQ. They had everything we needed, so we went to the compound, grabbed it, came back, finished the car by 2 a.m. this morning, tested, everything worked fine. Came back this morning, had some good practice, really good runs. We were limited to 4 laps, and the first 2 laps were phenomenal, felt great, was happy. Went into our third practice lap, lined up with Alex Jagger. My spotter said he was killing all morning, he's good, you can put it on his door and go with him. So we did. I initiated, and happens to anyone. He happened to be on the wrong line or something. He had to do a little adjustment, choked me up, and then took off. I tried to do catch up, then he did another adjustment, and that kind of threw me off. I almost T-boned him, and obviously I didn't want to do that to another driver, so I locked up my brakes, and it just sent me into the wall. It sent me into the wall so hard that basically I totaled my car. 20 minutes before we had to compete in our top 16 battles. And as you can see, we have so many parts here. First, with the rear, we broke the knuckle completely. We changed the shock, lost the brake caliper, and a couple other things that I forgot what was it. Then in the front, we had both engine mounts broke, control arm, wide stop control arm. Then we had tie rod, frame rails moved, shock tower ripped. It was so crazy. It was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe that team, Michael Essa, FCP Euro, they just got all together and worked their magic and got the car running back in like 20 minutes. Well, we're almost perfect. One of the engine mounts would not line up, so we had to use a strap to hold the engine down. That side is mounted, this side is just strapped, and yeah, and we sent it. We went out for our top 16 battle. I was chasing first. It was a decent run on the bank. Coming off the bank, the guy threw more angles, slowed down a little bit, so I went from the throttle to a brake. And then when I went back on throttle, because we had to bleed the brake, there was a little spillage. My foot slipped off the brakes, slipped off the throttle, and then I went back on throttle, and that caused me a little straightening. That's basically a 0 in my chase, even though I continued my chase and did a decent one. Then we switched back. I'm leading, run up, initiate it, and like I normally do every single run basically, initiate it, touch the wall just enough to feel it. That's how I like to do it. I know I'm in the zone. Stepped on throttle, and all of a sudden he came in so hot and just punted me into the wall. Didn't look like he even touched the brakes. So he sent me into the wall. Again, another set of wheels, control arm, and the whole side basically smashed. Judges put it on me because I didn't have any advantage after my failure in my chase run. It is what it is. It happens. Like I said, it always happens to someone. This time it was us. And we learned from it. There's a lot of good things, how quickly team put the car together, and we overcame basically the impossible crash. I'm happy with them. I'm blessed to have them on the team, close friends, Michael Lessa and all those guys. So yeah, we can do a little walk around, check out the car. We will make sure the car is looking good and functional for New Jersey, and we'll be fighting back for those points, guaranteed. So stay tuned. Let's go. Some concrete, some dust. This is still from the wall. This is where it got really messy, but it's all designed so we can collapse it and come back. We might need a new trunk lid. This is all fixable with wrap, new tail light. That could be fixed or new bumper. Nothing crazy. Most of the suspension is back. We got the best companies backing us up. You know, Inky wheels, and I think we'll figure out something with the suspension company as well. So yeah, we're good there. I'm in a good spirit right now. I'm happy. Couldn't be worse. And like Tommy Lemire, sadly his engine failed, so he couldn't even compete at all. You know, I mean, there's so much stuff could happen in this sport. So can't complain. That's what we signed up for. We always want to win. We always want to perform. We always want to put on the show. But sometimes it'll be like this, and we just have to accept it and make the best out of it. So yeah, where are you at with it? There's more control arms, more wheels. This is the record of broken wheels and damaged stuff, parts and carnage. But yeah, racing. This is racing. Peace.